is the intro. We don't know how to do intros.
No, as usual. We're doing tape loops today. Again.
Are we back again?
We're doing tape loops. We're going to show you
how to make intro. So. Tape loops.
Yes. We're going to show you how to make tape loops from basic to
like literally
weird
a circle.
Yeah. To literally not a tape anymore.
New merch.
New merch. Oh yeah. That is actually quite bling actually. That's coming to Etsy. We're gonna go from basic to not so basic.
That's the wrong way around.
Not so basic. And everything
loops.
in between.
Tape loops. We're doing all
Yes.
tape loops. The evolution of tape loops. I was watching our video, like the edit, and all I could think of was like, my arm's well hairy. It's not even that hairy.
No.
Why ain't you got hairy arms?
I don't even got hair on my pits yet. Don't know why. We'll show the foundations basically of each one.
And how fiddly it is.
Yeah.
And how much fun we have making them. For you.
There's not like a certain way to do it, but if you know the various things that you can do, then you can make your own patterns and so forth. And
We'll start really basic, yeah?
Yeah, I think we need to do like the most basic loop there is, even though there's tons of tutorials about it already.
Let's get like a blank tape and do it like that, because that's mostly what people are going to do, isn't it?
So what else do you need for this? You need a tape.
A tape. You got to open it. So, a screwdriver. People say buy these, but I just struggle with them, to be honest.
They're supposed to make things easier, but it's preference.
You can use sellotape, but we've got actual splicing tape now. But you could use sellotape and trim it down to the width of your cassette tape.
Yeah.
I'd say tweezers. You'll see why. But I mean, somewhat sharp. Personally, I'd like some real sharp scissors.
Just a razor in general is fine.
Just a scalpel blade. Be
Exacto
careful
knife.
with the blades. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
So this is what you need really, is
You don't
the
need
blade, the tape, the thing. We're going to move that out because no one actually needs it. That's what you need. That's everything besides the extra bits and bobs. So let's talk about the extra bits and bobs real quick.
We're harvesting these out of broken tapes,
Yeah.
essentially.
It's recycled tape parts. It's the rollers from the corners and the reels from the reels. Dumb.
Yeah, these are all broken.
Yeah.
Like,
Ruined.
something happened and they can't fill it full of blank tape. They can't record on it.
And they're welded.
The leader snapped.
There's no fixing.
You can't open them and screw them back together like we do with these. They call them welded cases. This is a good example. We want them, and the rest of it is pretty useless. We made that with parts.
yeah, like you can use the shells.
It's got to be creative.
People paint them. I see them on Instagram all the time.
Hmm.
And they look great. But for audio, useless.
Yes.
Unless you're going to do this and this.
Yeah.
I
And that's how we make these, just by putting these two pieces together.
I don't need to break it apart, do I?
No, you don't need to show it, but they're inside there.
They're in
We
here.
all know what the inside of a tape looks like. We bought these from TAPELINE.
Yeah.
TAPELINE hooked us up.
I basically explained to her what we do. She was like, I have got loads of stuff that you guys can use.
Yeah. If you're in the UK,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
TAPELINE. We'll put
link
them.
up TAPELINE because they've helped us out loads.
I'll put it in the description. And if you do buy something from there, mention the
battery
operated something, you know. But yes, let's get to the building. The building to the hand channel station.
Oh. Hand channel.
Yeah, so let's just go for like the most basic loop that we can possibly make.
Alright, I'm getting rid of these straight away because I want some clear space. Unscrew your thing. Well, these scissors are really great. Get rid of all the tosh. Don't need that. Get off. Step one, you've got to make sure you're coming off the right side of the spool. That's the bit that's going to run on the head, right?
Because the other side is just blank.
I didn't know that though.
Don't
Like,
even record to it.
I learned that the hard way, I'll tell you that. Surely someone's mentioned that before, like only one side of the tape actually is recordable. So you're just laying it in. That's the important bit to begin with. Getting it inside your tape head run-up area. More for measurement than anything, because you're going to pull the loop back out in the end anyway. Trying to get a rough idea of size, right? To begin with. As this tag end, you'll trim it down anyway, but as that tag end passes the head, you want it to be the right way around. Otherwise, if you've got the tag end pushing, it will just crumple it up. Like, does that make sense? If it was that way around, and that piece has to pass over the tape head,
It would get like pushed.
it will peel it back like that.
Yeah.
But the other way, it'll just run smooth past it. This is going to be double fiddly today, I can tell. I think the most time consuming bit is figuring out your size of loop. We've only just started using proper splicing tape as well. I think it's definitely better just because it's so thin and flexible. What was the best way to go about this last time? We put a little dot on here, didn't we? Where them two join is basically your tape length, and the rest of it can be trimmed off. If that's joined there, you can literally trim all of that tag end off. Your tape's on the inside, so it should be sweet. I think I might just pick it up because I know where my mark is. Yeah. So fiddly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know how to show it on a camera.
You're basically trying to line up to this tape there and stick it.
Well, it's joined. You can see it. But that's the taggy.
Or lasso.
Got a little lasso. There's the loop. Again, when you put it back in, you got to make sure you're running the right direction. Again, like what we were saying. Don't want that to be happening when it passes over the tape head. So go that way. And if you've made it a bit small, like I have, skip some of the spaces. Get in. You got to make sure you don't pinch the tape at the bottom when you're putting these on. See underneath?
Those plastic teeth type things.
Yeah, it pinches the tape quite a lot of the time. You know when you have one of them days where you don't have any real hand-eye coordination? I'm having one of them today. It's the best day for filming. Yeah? can see the bit of white tape going around it though, it's working. Basic. First loop. Done. Are we going to do evolution of loops? Is that the plan?
Yeah. So, does that help it show the tape in there any better?
No, I mean, I fucked up, didn't I, by making it black, basically. What about putting a bit of paper? A bit of white paper.
White paper behind, yeah. Right, that works better.
That's better, you can actually see the loop. I didn't even think about it. That's your basic loop.
Yeah. I think it's talking a little bit about the rig as well.
This?
Yeah.
Made from parts, because we're harvesting bits all the time. So we get all them recycled tapes from TAPELINE.
True.
So we're ripping those apart all the time to get these bits. They're the only bits we actually need, is the little runners and spools.
Right.
So now and then one comes apart easy, so we thought we'd use it. Working on a surface like this, trying to do all this, it's a pain in the ass. It moves around. Just to be able to lock it in a bit. It's not fixed. It's just secure.
It's pretty secure.
It's pretty secure. Coming to the store soon. I think I just did the sides first. Put a dot of glue and sort of bumped them up to it and let them set. And then this one just tucks in.
Yeah.
That's it. Alright, we're moving on, are we?
Aye, yep, next one. Step it up.
Basic.
Step it up one level. It's the same idea as the first loop, but now with a pattern, right?
Yeah. It basically bypasses the first spool and comes back round it this way.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking at, I don't know, I saw it on Instagram or something, the first one, and was like, how does that even work? Because when you know, I grew up with tape players, you think that if that thing ain't spinning, how is the tape going anywhere?
Yeah.
But it ain't that, is it? It's not, that's just picking up slack. It's all in that. That just picks up slack that's being pushed between here and here. The pinch roller's doing all of the moving. And this is just coiling it up.
Mm.
Same old routine.
That's the secret key to complex loops, though, isn't it?
Pinch roller is 90% of it. And then the rest of it's figuring out the tension, isn't it? Which you only get used to through time, like making them. Right, let's start moving it where it needs to be. So it comes underneath, so you're completely bypassing the first spool. Back underneath, round the original first spool. See it already? There you go. Trust me, it works. I'm just going to cut off some excess to help. Remember, we got to flip these round because we're going to have that problem that I said about. It's tricky to get it right because you've got to. I mean, that's it there. I'm going to do the same thing. Bang. Come on. It's on there, but it's wonky. Dot. I think I've done it. Oh no. It's just bad. If you got a bit of tape showing on the side, you fucked up. But
yeah, clip it.
It's dangerous. Nicked it off. I'm going to take that tag end off. Sweet. Is it making sense visually?
Nice.
Yeah? Nailed it. We're already getting complex. It's a bit loose. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so
That's what you're saying about the pinch roller, like the pinch roller pushes that tape through and it would bunch up there if this wasn't picking up the slack.
yeah.
But that works. Don't do it too tight. Just don't do it too tight. I mean, this is probably a bit too loose. You'll see it pinch it and tighten up, but if you want character in your sound, then just go with it. So that's the other one. Again, no extra parts.
Yeah.
The evolution. What's next? Do we make one? Do we show
Are
it?
there any more complicated ones that aren't adding any more loops?
I think there is. There's lots of different ways you could go around that, I guess. Or there's probably a couple more ways. I mean, that's your maximum length, tape length. If you're going to go as basic as that, unless you want to put a spacer in the corner and then you've got something further for it to run round, just to make the loop a bit wider.
Yeah.
Or you could make it as short as you want. It could run through here and come straight back in. It would completely ignoring those two wheels.
Yeah, and with a loop that short, it wouldn't be too great to try and put anything
Complex on it.
complex on it. Yeah, just like a single note, if you was, or something like that.
Yeah, if I was making a cassette mellotron, which we might do one day,
Spoilers.
I would do that. I would just have that and have each note set on a micro loop like that. But like, the more tape, the more texture, that's what I say. It's passing over the tape head, like, there's character in all of it. Even with greasy fingerprints and bits and bobs, like,
Yeah.
it gives it stuff. We're not trying to record a bloody perfect piece of audio, we're trying to find interesting sounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1, 2. I think the next one's going to be like just putting an extra spacer or two inside the chassis. We're leveling up again. Let's keep leveling up. How many times are you going to make people watch me unscrew a tape and cut all this shit out? Right,
You got your chassis open.
you got it open. You need a couple of thingies. I'm going to go with some black ones because they look decent. There we go. Alright, a couple of rollers, corner rollers. This is basically what we're thinking. I've seen loads of these online as well. But your tape comes up, round the first one, under, background, and over the top of that. I'm just going to pull a load off again. I better stick them down first, don't I?
Yes. So you don't actually have to spin them.
No, these ones don't need to spin. Oh my god. It's filled it up with glue. Look how much glue just come out of it.
French toast.
Just poured out of it. No matter if they ain't straight.
I'm gonna find out.
It literally don't matter. Just gonna stick to that. Just let your glue dry first, yeah? That's pretty much it though. You gotta be ambidextrous, is that the right word? Ambidextrous.
You gotta be amphibious.
Gotta be part aquatic for this. Oh mate.
Is that the one? Flawless.
Let me see the join. That's 1 in a million. Once you get it to that point, you see like where it's all inside the shell. It's so much easier. Like you have to fight to just get it in there. If you're like, you can take these reels out and sort of jiggle it about and get it where you need it, and then that thing don't even need to be there. It's to stop that piece of tape coming into the middle where that thing would be. Oh great. Did I do the thing? This is good. I did the thing that I've been telling everyone not to do.
What did you do?
So I was saying about that thing, like the orientation of your tag end of loop coming past the tape head.
Yeah.
If it's the wrong way around, this happens. You see it come out the other side.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah? That ain't good. One, you'll all be
Hear it.
able to hear it. Two, it's the opposite side of the tape, so there's nothing on it. It's a blank piece.
Yeah. Done the wrong way.
Oh well. We did that on purpose. Just for you lot.
Just to show what.
You know?
Go
I thought
on.
I kept saying that, let's just show it.
So yeah, you would have to fix that. We're not going to fix that, but.
I'm not, yeah. All you do, take it out and flip your loop over.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. Easy fix. Yeah, that's your basic add-in parts to it.
And they're just the rollers. By
There's-
the way. Control.
It can be anything. Like this one from our old series, that's a paper straw. That's literally a paper straw. Recycle it. This is as variable as you want, right? You could have them there, you could have one there, you could have one there, you could almost fill the thing up as long as you get the tension in right and place them where you want. If you're trying to maximize tape loop size, you need to like get as much space between your extra rollers as possible, which is why we ended up with like 5 reels inside ours. What's next?
Is that a reel, I guess?
We're going to start adding extra cogs, like reels. I always forget the word. But it's the same principle as this one. Sticking them reels, them extra rollers down. And instead of leaving it like that, you're putting an actual thing over the top of it. So we've got to stick some of these down. The only thing you've got to be a bit more concerned with is the extra space for the reels. Otherwise they're going to touch. You don't want to You don't want to butt it up against each other. Or on the outside. Same over here, same at the bottom, just check your spacing out. You're pretty tight between these two spaces, but I mean, how thin is that bit of tape? We need to stick these down now.
I'm not sure if Gorilla Glue is sold in America or not, but if you're in the UK, just Gorilla Gel.
Get something that's thick. This ain't thick enough still, you saw earlier, I poured it all over myself.
Yeah, if you keep it cool,
Put
keep
it in the fridge. Yeah, that is like, we were doing this in the winter and it was great. And it's not even 10 degrees Celsius here yet, and it's already like as runny as water.
Yeah.
Find a good gel one. Yeah, this is so runny. Bang. I think that's it. I think they're attached already. Here we go again. Oh, it's flipped over already. Don't do that. Oh, no. Why? Oh, I just punched the whole thing, shall I? Alright, we're going in. I'll try and keep this end short so that you can keep it, like, you can get it in where it needs to be straight away. It's done. I'm not left-handed. Oh god, you see that?
Straight away.
Just pop straight up. This is the bit to, like, take your time on though. Just getting the tension right on the tape. Not too tight, not too loose. Don't have to be perfect, does it? Let's see. I mean, this one's too big and badly joined. Let's see if it still works. No close-ups of my concentration face.
I'm not zoomed in on the tape.
That looks slicker than Rick. Sweet as a nut, isn't it? Okay. You think, like, sometimes it looks really slack, but look how much that tape head pushes in.
Yeah.
That picks up quite a bit of it. You got to allow for that. But yeah, you can see there's slack here. Don't seem to be a problem though. You can see a little bunch up there. Little curve.
Mm.
And then every now and then it picks it up.
It's not going to come back now. I'm good.
It's every time that join passes. Watch. As that bit of tape's about to hit it now.
Yeah, so again, now it had a little bit of sound character to it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it matters if it's a bit slack. It really matters if it's too tight, because it just won't spin.
Mm. Nice.
We already did a 5, didn't we? But we do one in here. I mean, There's no difference really between that and this one. Yeah. We just did that one. This one's the same, but just with a loose one in there. And that really gives it character. But yeah, just an extra.
Did we leave the plastic thing in that one?
No. It's a different chassis.
Oh, okay.
Remember we unwrapped a Bootsale?
Oh, yeah.
It rattles about inside. When it's like quite slow, you see all the warble that you get on the sound.
Yeah.
Wibbly wobble. So, same as that, extra cog, extra reel, no middle fixing. It's just in there. Same principle. If you don't want a loose one around, you just bang an extra one in. Go in there, and you get one of them. And this one runs smooth.
And if you can't bother with any of that, go to our Etsy store. You can buy.
I think we've covered all the bases, right? Basic. Even a bit complicated basic. Added parts. This is getting experimental now. That's the evolution of tape loops right there. Our version.
Our version of it.
And then getting into experimental territory with loose parts inside you. It moves a lot, like, considering. That's a fair bit of slack tape in there. Going down the rabbit hole. So we just do a little mini explanation? Or not?
Well, what if you got rid of all of that stuff and you wanted to manually
Manipulate it. This is not an original idea.
What are you doing?
This unoriginal.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I'm pretty sure Amulets has done it, but he's done everything tape loops.
Yeah, it's like Simpsons done it.
Just cut the fucker off, mate. You know what I mean?
Chopping it. Push.
Just that.
All you need.
Little hacksaw. Or whatever type of cutting tool you want. Not like our old videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the big rusty purple saw that's helped build my whole house.
Coming in hot.
I mean, we're getting experimental. Find one that we can unscrew. So do we do a Goldie?
It's 8.
Alright,
We only really need one.
we're gonna do this.
Is that how you're
I'm gonna do that for real though in a minute. I can't do it in here, this is my new kitchen.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
my wife will kill you. Should I go off camera and pause? Pause that shit. We're going outside. We're not going outside, we're gonna go to the workshop. You wanna go close to this, but not into that. I like the fact that there's just a vice next to us. Dirty cut.
Yeah.
That's a stamp of battery operated. You don't need that bit. We'll harvest the little wheels out of there. And they'll go in here.
Tie around some things.
How to lose your screws. It's the tiniest tape in town. This one, I mean, like, how long do you want to go?
totally free.
Just gonna join these two ends, like, don't have to be anything measured. Boom! Like magic. Just gonna stuff it in, mate. Bang! Big old tape loop. It does work, but you need to tension it, otherwise it will chew the hell out of it. Because like, oh yeah, and when you put a tape in a player, that needs to be pressed normally by the top of this, so it tells if you can record or not. So if the tab's still there, it will push this and allow the record to go in. If not, it won't do it. Let me put it around something, because I don't want it just to eat it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to play.
It's playing.
If you have it too slack, it's got a tendency to just try and flip itself over. Should we try and play it just loose?
Yeah, see what happens.
See what I mean about the wheel needed to pull the slack? If you let it go, it starts working like a space echo. What should we record to it?
Something a bit rich and paddy.
We'll just fucking go for it. I'm gonna wait till that gets to here, and that's gonna be my marker. That's a long bit of tape, man. Hit it onto reverse. Okay, let's see.
Quite slacky there even.
That works. That's cool. There's a lot of texture on that. I mean, when we set up some effects, we just twiddle it around all the effects knobs.
Ah, yeah. I think we should. Do we try out the fucking sandpaper
Destruction loop.
and the thing?
Yeah. Should we just do it with this one? Save us making an extra loop. Alright, we're doing destruction loops.
Interesting.
120 grit. Your finger measure. Oh, the glue's in the fridge.
See if it's any better after the fridge test.
See if we can prove our point. Not that much bigger.
No.
I'm gonna glue my hand to this, aren't I?
Yep.
least 2 of my fingers are stuck to it. We did it. This is what I'm thinking. Putting it in there. Just making it a little bit tighter.
So I reckon what we do before we do that is we take it out, record a loop onto it, and then we'll open up again.
We need to play the loop before as well.
Yeah, so then we'll record the loop clean.
We got a clean one,
Right.
eventually.
So this is
What sort of speed are we going to play it at? Yeah?
Yep.
We're going to add the little sandy guy. Do you reckon that's the best spot?
Yeah, I
Or
think so.
here? Like, it could go anywhere. It could go right in the middle of them there. I'm not sure that's going to spin.
Bit tight.
It's very tight. It's too tight, I can see it is.
Put it in.
Not even putting the case on it. Right, I've moved it a bit. Do you think it's enough?
Back into the workshop.
So after the trauma that we had in there, I got glue everywhere, man.
It's okay.
It's all over my fingers. 3 parts of me were stuck to that one little yellow thing.
It's not pretty.
It's not pretty, but it goes round.
Yes. So we just want to see how much it decays.
Let's just see what happens. We're going to just leave it playing. And hopefully that sandpaper destroys it. Slowing it down.
That's good there.
It'll take ages.
You think?
Yeah. What we've just done is really heavily build tutorial based.
Yeah.
Our plan was to do that, show us making everything from basic to really complicated, and then actually getting experimental with that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's long.
Yeah.
Like the video
long. Got long. But yes, so this is our comprehensive loop guide. Hope you liked all the builds. Experiment yourself with what we've shown you. It's not,
There's no rules.
There's
It's
no
like,
rules.
You see halfway through the video, like it's you just make it up.
Yeah.
As long as it goes through passes through the tape head, it's all good. Like
Yeah.
we're going down this rabbit hole because we're looking for interesting, non-usual sounds.
Yeah.
So
Non-usual
Non-
being unusual.
cut. Yeah, like it's experimental. That's the whole point. It's experimental. Golden tape giveaway.
Golden tape giveaway.
It's going to have some exclusive bootleg tape that we made.
Yeah. An upcoming thing that we're going to be putting on Bandcamp. We're going to put it on a golden tape, and
One lucky customer is going to get it.
from our next run on Etsy,
We'll just lucky dip it.
God
We
knows
might,
when
like-
that'll be.
Yeah, soon.
If you buy anything like a loop or a Dixie drone or whatever else we decide to put on there, you're entered into the competition.
Automatically, you ain't got to do anything extra.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll tag you up on Etsy and whatever Instagram to let you know, and then you'll get that much earlier than anyone else. Not saying that it's going to be any good.
It is good.
It's supposed to be
It's very, very good. No,
Yeah,
it's
there's some hip hop bootlegs,
going to be some bootlegs.
some lo-fi hip hop bootlegs.
It's got a groove.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
We're gonna keep checking in on this and see how destroyed it gets.
That's like the most basic version of Heinbach's destruction loops
Yeah.
ever. But we ain't got 10 reel-to-reel players to do that with.
So depressed at the end. See you later.
Bye.